Hi everyone. Today, I'll walk you through exactly how we managed to buy a home in Japan as foreigners without even being in the country. From figuring out what type of home we wanted to viewing properties online, how we made an offer, and finally, how we got the keys and saw our house for the first time. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those who are new here, we are a Canadian family who quit our jobs, sold our house in Toronto, and made the big decision to move to Thailand. Soon after that, we bought a brand new home in Osaka while living outside of Japan. Crazy, right? Well, honestly, the wildest part is we bought the house without even seeing it in person. But that's a story for another video.
And make sure you stick around till the end of the video because I'll show you what it looks like inside the house. I'll also show you the neighborhood and I'll share how much I paid for the house. It's not as much as you think. Let's go see.
Okay, so first up, we had to decide where in Japan we wanted to live. And for us, Osaka felt right. We've been there many times. We love the vibe. We researched other cities, but we felt that Osaka checked off all the boxes that we wanted. So after that, we wrote down what was important for us to have in a house. And for us, that included things like it being a newly built home and it being detached. Ideally, we wanted 2 stories instead of 3, but we soon realized that a lot of the homes in Japan are 3 stories. We wanted a house that would also work as a home office and satisfy the requirements for the the business manager visa that we were entering on. And finally, we wanted it to be in a family-friendly neighborhood, of course. So once we knew what we were looking for roughly, we started looking for a bilingual real estate agent. And we started a search on Facebook, and we actually found Keiko on Facebook. She's amazing. She's super experienced in the Osaka area. She speaks perfect English, and bonus for her is she's also a parent of 2 young kids, just like us. So we hit it off. We told her that we had plans to come visit Osaka in a couple of months and asked her to start sending us some listings so we can get the ball rolling on that. When we got to Osaka, we had a few house tours lined up, and for us, it was our first time seeing what newly built homes in Japan actually look like in person. And one thing that we did notice was that they're really consistent in terms of styling, finishing, layouts. They're all super clean and simple, and we could tell that the quality of workmanship was quite high. So that gave us confidence that we would be able to buy directly from a builder. So none of the houses that we visited on this trip ended up being the one, but it was still very useful exercise to go and actually visit them in person because we thought we really liked one particular area, and when we visited it, it turned out to be way further from everything and a little bit too outside of the city than we wanted. So we flew back home to Thailand and started to look at some more properties online. Pretty much every night we were logging onto Sumo and at home and cross-referencing it with Google Maps, and Keiko helped us a lot. She would give us feedback on neighborhoods, she would check out listings as well and send us some that she found. And eventually we found it. We found a great looking house that checked off all the boxes. The location and the layout were great. We asked Keiko to go do a walkthrough and she sent us videos of that. She also confirmed that the neighborhood had a lot of family-friendly features and that the builder was a reputable home builder. So we did all the diligence that we could. We felt confident, and at that point, we decided to go for it. We wanted to make an offer. So the first thing you do in an offer process here is to fill out a purchase application form, and that's where you write down your offer amount, how much deposit you'll put down, and whether you're paying cash or getting a loan. And as for negotiating, since we were not taking out a loan, we wanted to save as much as we could, but we didn't want to offend the seller. So we asked Keiko what was appropriate, and she said that offering slightly below the listing price is not unusual. So we offered 2% under the asking price. A couple days later, she sent us a message and she said,
offer accepted. So yay! Bye bye money. Hello house! We got the house and we were very happy. The money we saved could now go towards furnishing the house. So 5 days later, the sales contract was drafted and translated and sent over to us. We reviewed it, signed it, and at that point had to wire over the deposit money. And I used Wise to send money overseas, which actually was very, very straightforward. So as we were gearing up to go to Japan, 10 days before the settlement date, we had to wire the rest of the money. And I won't lie, sending all that money overseas with no escrow, like we have in Canada, for example, was a little bit nerve-wracking, but that's just how it works in Japan, and I had to be comfortable with that. So we arrived on the settlement day. We met at the seller's office. We signed the final registration papers and picked up the keys to our home. And it was officially ours. Okay, we are the proud new owners of a new house.
We made it!
We made it! Yay! All right, now let me tell you a little bit about the house. It's in a very quiet, family-friendly neighborhood in the northern part of Osaka City, about a 20-25 minute bike ride to Osaka Castle. The vibe is very local, mainly middle-class Japanese families, just a really, really chill, quiet area. The house itself is 2 stories, so we found our 2-story home. It's a 4 LDK, which means there's 4 bedrooms plus living, dining, kitchen. It's just over 100 square meters on top of 91 square meters of land. And close by in the neighborhood, there's a huge park, which is about a 10-minute bike ride away. But there's also 3 smaller parks, just a few steps away, literally, from our home. If you want to go to Costco, it's a 15-minute bike ride, and there's 2 grocery stores, just 5-minute walk from our house, which amazing. We can just go grocery shopping every day. And of course, all neighborhoods in Japan, they're centered around train stations. For us, there are multiple train stations just 5-10 minute walk away, and of course 7-Eleven, Family Mart steps away as well. And so the big question is, how much did we pay? Our total price was 4.9 million yen, which equates to roughly 460,000 Canadian dollars. And remember, there are extra costs too, stuff like taxes and fees and registration, but that adds up to about 7 to 10%. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so buying a house in Japan as a foreigner without even being in the country, it's possible. You can do it. But make sure you find an agent that you work well with and that you can trust. That really helped us in our process. If you like this video and you want to see more Osaka content, more content about life in Japan as a family, or just want to be along for the ride, hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you later.